individual. Start clapping up for the very hilarious Peter.
Bummed out. I'm still bummed out about the tragedy that happened at SeaWorld a couple months back. You guys remember that? Tilly the killer whale dragged his trainer under the water and drowned her. And people were shocked. Like, authorities at SeaWorld were like, we're gonna look into Tilly's past, see if we can find anything that would explain this behavior. I was like, really? His past? His last name is the killer whale. Didn't anybody see this coming? I mean, that shocked is like, yes. Of course I remember Bob the Strangler from high school. He did what? So The Bachelorette is back on TV. I was watching the other day. Anybody watch that show? So, I can't believe you watched that show. Like, seriously, I mean, because The Bachelor's way better. I mean, you guys watch The Bachelor? I mean, watching the girls fall in love? Jesus, they say stuff like, after my first one-on-one date with Jake, I really think I'm falling for him. Really? Amber from Texas? You think it was all Jake? You don't think it had anything to do with the date you went on? Let's see. You took a helicopter to a deserted island. Then you rode a dolphin to a better island and had dinner at sunset in a hot tub. Of course you think you're in love, you silly bastard. You know what normal people do on dates? We go to dinner and a movie. That's it, just dinner and a movie. The star of the movie isn't making us dinner, it's just dinner and a movie. These girls think they're falling in love. So I'm married, and yeah, it's a good time. And, it is, no, seriously, it really is. But the funny thing is, the other day my wife got annoyed because I pronounced croissant without a French accent. And she said, everyone pronounces it with a French accent. It's a French word. I was like, really? Everybody? You think Joe, the truck driver over there, stops off at a roadside diner, is like, hey, doing dollface, give me 2 coffees, 2 donuts, and a croissant. Make it snappy, I got Bill, Frank, and Alejandro waiting in the truck. I cannot pronounce stuff like that. There's a girl at work who has a beautiful name that I can never pronounce. It's spelled A-D-I-T-I. And when she says it, it's like music. Her voice goes like, hello, this is Aditi. It's like, I can never do that. There's no way that's coming out of my mouth. I try every time. Every time I call her. I mentally prepare, pick up the phone, I'm psyching myself up. I'm like, Aditi, Aditi, it's ringing, I'm rehearsing, it's ringing, I'm rehearsing. Goes to voicemail, I'm like, come on, Aditi, Aditi, beep, hello, Aditi, damn it, blew it again. So I have kids, I have 2 girls, twins. Thank you very much. And people who don't have twins, they realize, like having twins will fuck you up. Like, that will scar you a little bit. Because, like, people are like, are you gonna have any more? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm wearing a condom right now. I'm like, there's 2 of them. And they're girls, too. And that's the scare, that starts scariness immediately for a guy. The first doctor's appointment, the doctor comes in, he goes, so I have great news. Your girls have great head control and have mastered sucking and swallowing. I'm like, awesome. That's good news. Nice. But as parents, you root so hard for your kids to be happy and successful that no matter what they do, you automatically spin it into something that will be good. Like, one of my daughters arguing this the other day, argues about everything. Clothes she wears, food she eats, she's relentless. And my wife looks at me and she goes, she's a good arguer. Maybe she's gonna be a lawyer. I'm like, really? It's kind of a best case scenario. Maybe she's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Somebody's annoying coworker. I mean, other parents do it too. I hear it all the time. My son loves colors. I think he's gonna be an artist. Or he could sell fruit on the side of the road. Orange, you know, oranges, yellow bananas, love it. They would love it. My favorite is, my son loves remote controls and pushing buttons. I think he's gonna be a computer genius. Or he's gonna be a stone loser who doesn't have a job and watches TV all day. Go either way. So I too have Facebook jokes, like everyone else who you saw on stage here. My favorite part, when in the beginning I liked Facebook, much like most of you did, to see what people who you had sex with in high school look like now. That's what I thought it was for. Makes you feel good about yourself. But no, what I love about it is that you have these friends who you literally haven't seen in probably 20 years, but you know everything about them. People are like, hey, remember that guy that was your roommate in college? Like, I haven't seen that guy since graduation. But he has 2 kids, he just got back from a ski trip, and he had waffles for breakfast. It's like, oh, wonderful. But I don't like joining groups on Facebook. I don't join any. I'm not, I just don't do that. But I hate when people, ask me to join obvious groups. Like, Bill became a fan of ice cream. He wants to know if you're also a fan. It's like, really, Bill? I'm pretty sure we all like ice cream, right? But then it becomes awkward when they ask you to join good cause groups. Because like I said, I don't join any, so it's like, Bill hates murderers. Bill wants you to also hate murderers. So now Bill doesn't know I don't join any groups. So now Bill sees people I went to high school with. He's like, remember that guy Pete from high school? That guy doesn't hate murderers. So Facebook has pretty much killed the high school reunion, wouldn't you say? Like, what are you catching up about? Like last, we used to be like, so, last I heard you were going to Harvard or Yale. How'd that go? Now it's like, so, you stubbed your toe this morning. Is it any better? So I do the dumbest stuff sometime on Facebook. Like, one of my buddies posted a message like that his grandfather died. It was like, it is with a heavy heart that I announce the passing of my grandfather. So I wrote a nice message back, and I sent it. It came up on his page, and I read it back. It was nice. It was like, dear Mike, sorry about your grandfather. My thoughts are with you. And then I look over at my profile picture, and it's like a picture of me doing karaoke, and I'm like, and it didn't exactly match the setup I was going for. So you gotta watch that. So I was at Whole Foods the other day, and I was reading about how humanely they treat their chickens. And I was impressed that there were such advocates of animal rights. And then I started laughing because I looked down. I was reading it off of a box that contained a dead frozen chicken. But they don't talk about that stuff. They don't just brag about how they're raised. It's like, our chickens were raised with no antibiotics, in a cage-free environment, and were vegetarian fed. It's like, and then you murdered them? Yes, I killed them, chopped them up, frozen, put them in this box. But they were very happy right up until that point. Like, that's way worse. Like, those chickens were blindsided. At least the inhumanely treated chickens were probably like in their coop like, oh God, I wish I was dead. I could just kill us already. The Whole Foods chickens are probably like, oh, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go walk off that veggie burger. Hey, there's a nice farmer. Hey, what's he doing with that knife? Thank you guys, it's my time.